You wake up in your bed, your alarm, your house, your morning routine, everything familiar. You go downstairs. Kitchen smells like coffee. Normal morning. But the woman at breakfast table isn't your wife. Her face is wrong. Features shifted, eyes different color, voice unfamiliar. Your heart stops. Children run past calling you daddy. You've never seen them before. This can't be happening. Must be nightmare. But you're awake. Fully conscious. They look at you confused. Why are you staring? Why don't you recognize us? You demand answers. They think you're joking. Then worried. Then frightened. You search desperately for proof. Wedding photos on wall. You're in them, smiling, holding this stranger's hand. Vacation pictures. These unknown children on your shoulders. Happy family you don't remember. Your handwriting on birthday cards to kids you never met. Signatures on documents you never signed. Life you never lived. DNA test ordered immediately. Results arrive 3 days later. 99.9% probability match. They are your biological children. Science confirms it. Genetics prove it. Undeniable. But you have zero memory. Different wife in your mind. No children in your timeline. Different life entirely. Yet here they are. Living proof everywhere. Photos, documents, DNA. Everything says this is your family. Everything except your memory. And memory is all you have. Portland, Oregon, March 2018, Tuesday morning, 6:30 a.m. David Martinez woke to familiar alarm. 42 years old, software engineer, married 15 years. At least that's what he remembered. Rolled over in bed, his wife sleeping beside him. Something hit him immediately. Wrong. Her face subtly different. Same general structure but features shifted. Eye color hazel. Should be blue. Always been blue. Jennifer had brilliant blue eyes. These eyes hazel brown. Beautiful, but wrong. He got up quietly. Went to bathroom. Splashed cold water on face. Returned to bedroom. Wife still sleeping. Still wrong. Went downstairs. Children eating breakfast. Son looked 8 years old. Should be 10. Daughter looked 5. Should be 7. Ages reversed somehow. Wife came downstairs. David looked at her carefully. "Good morning, Jennifer." She smiled, puzzled. Corrected gently. "It's Jessica, honey. You okay?" Jessica, not Jennifer. Wrong name, wrong person. David checked wedding certificate. Names listed. David Roberto Martinez. Jessica Marie Chen. Marriage date, October 15th, 2003. He remembered October 22nd. Children's birth certificates. Son, Daniel, born May 2010. David remembered 2008. Daughter Emma, born August 2013. He remembered 2011. Everything shifted exactly 2 years forward. Medical records showed vasectomy March 2014. He'd never had one. Checked his body. Small scars there, evidence undeniable. Memory completely blank. Started questioning Jessica carefully. "Remember our first date?" She smiled. "That little Italian place on Burnside. You spilled wine." Italian restaurant. David remembered coffee shop. "And our engagement?" Mount Hood. Timberline Lodge. Sunset proposal. Mount Hood. David remembered Coast. Different location entirely. Wedding album showed same venue but details wrong. Best man, his college roommate Martin. David remembered his brother Carlos. Called brother casually. "Hey, Carlos, remember being my best man?" Confused response. "You had Martin. I was groomsman." Everyone remembered it that way. Only David remembered differently. Found his journal. His handwriting throughout. May 2010 entry. Daniel, born today. Jessica, exhausted but radiant. I'm a father. Describing event he didn't remember. DNA test confirmed. Both children biologically his. Guitar in the closet he never learned to play. Fingers knew chords automatically. tattoo on shoulder. Children's names with birth years 2010 and 2013. Never got tattoo. But there permanently. His body lived this life. His mind remembered different one. Manchester, England. September 2019. Rebecca Foster woke Saturday morning completely disoriented. Not her bedroom, suburban house, floral wallpaper, panic immediate, heard children's voices downstairs, went down slowly. 3 children at kitchen table, ages roughly 8, 6, and 4. They looked up. Faces lit up. "Mummy!" all 3 shouted, ran toward her. Rebecca backed away. "Wait! Who are you?" Children froze, confused, hurt. Youngest started crying. Man emerged from garage. "Becca, what's wrong?" Called her Becca. Only her father did that. She was Rebecca, professional name. This stranger acted familiar. "Where am I? Who are you?" Man stepped closer. "It's me, Michael, your husband. We've been married 10 years. Husband. Impossible. Rebecca had never been married. Career, always priority. Definitely not mother 3 times. Found phone on counter. Different model. Face recognition worked. Checked contacts. Hundreds of names she didn't recognize. Checked photos. Thousands. Her face throughout. Wedding photos. Pregnancy photos. Hospital births. Years of family documentation. Zero memory. Ran to bathroom. Pulled up shirt. C-section scar across abdomen. Never had surgery. Never pregnant. Stretch marks. Wedding ring stuck on finger. Tan line showing years of wear. Tried removing it. Wouldn't budge. Driver's license showed her face. Wrong address. Passport had stamps from vacations she never took. Australia, 2015. France, 2017. Spain, 2018. Never left England. Photos confirmed. Her at these locations with children she didn't know. DNA test ordered immediately. Results confirmed. All 3 children 99.9% maternal match. Medical records documented 3 pregnancies. 2011, 2013, 2015. Hospital birth. Her signature on consent forms. Handwriting matched. Memory held nothing. Her newspaper job didn't exist. Portfolio online showed articles she never wrote in her style. Best friend Emma couldn't be found. New friend Sarah existed with years of documented friendship. 2 years later, Rebecca still living displaced life. Learned to mother through observation. Children sensed mother changed September 2019. Became different person. Rebecca faked it desperately, learning her own children like strangers. Michael tried understanding. She explained different timeline. He listened. Couldn't truly comprehend. Intimacy impossible. Separate rooms. Marriage technical only. Children needed parents. Rebecca grieving life she lost while living life she never chose. Biology insisted hers. DNA proved it. Memory alone protested. Auckland, New Zealand. February 2021. Thomas Wright woke Monday morning to blaring alarm. Unfamiliar bedroom. Luxury apartment. Woman sleeping beside him. Beautiful. Unknown. Last memory Sunday night studying for engineering exam. Now here. Got out of bed carefully. Business suits in closet. Wallet showed driver's license. His photo. Age 29. He was 22. University student. 7 years displaced. Heard child crying. Entered bedroom. Toddler in crib. Maybe 2 years old. Girl. Looked at him. "Daddy." Thomas frozen. Not a father. Never had child. Woman appeared. "Tom, you getting her?" Called him Tom. He was Thomas. She picked up child naturally. Photos everywhere. Wedding photos. Him in tuxedo. This woman in dress. Obviously married. Never proposed. Never married. Laptop showed work files. Thomas Wright, senior financial consultant. He was student. Bank account $180,000. He remembered 300. Mortgage documents. Purchased apartment 2018. His signature, no memory. University records showed graduation 2015. Finance major, he was currently enrolled 2014. Engineering major, different education entirely. Marriage certificate, Thomas William Wright. Sophie Michelle Chen, October 2016. His handwriting, zero memory. DNA test confirmed. Emma, his biological daughter. Sophie, pregnant with second child. Due June 2021. Going to have son he didn't know existed. Medical records showed appendectomy 2018. Scar on abdomen proved it. No memory. Journal found. His handwriting. Detailed meeting. Sophie, falling in love. Proposal. Emma's birth. His thoughts describing life he never consciously lived. 7 years missing. 2014 to 2021. Timeline he remembered stopped. Timeline he existed in showed continuous life. 2 timelines. Same person, different choices. Wrong consciousness and right body. 3 years later, Thomas still displaced. Son born 2021. Raised both children adequately. Present physically. Absent emotionally. Career continued through muscle memory. Sophie accepted husband changed. Never returned fully. Thomas survived, adapted, functioned, never accepted, never forgot. Wrong family, right DNA, wrong life, right proof, no way back. 3 cases, David, Rebecca, Thomas, wrong families, right DNA, physical evidence overwhelming, only memories different. Part 2 reveals why. 3 people, 3 impossible stories, same pattern. Wake up in wrong life, right DNA, wrong memories. Now the explanation. What quantum mechanics reveals about consciousness. Why DNA matches but memories don't. What happens during sleep when your mind becomes vulnerable. And the horrifying truth about timeline displacement. Quantum mechanics offers framework. Many worlds' interpretation suggests every decision branches reality. Choice made creates timeline split. Alternative choice exists in parallel timeline. Same person, different life, both equally real. Consciousness normally anchors to single timeline. But during sleep, anchoring weakens. REM sleep reduces consciousness cohesion. Brain reorganizes memories, processes experiences. Quantum mechanically, observation collapses probability. Sleep reduces observation. Consciousness becomes probabilistic, less anchored to specific timeline, vulnerable to displacement. DNA matches because same biological person exists across all timelines. Genetic code consistent. Decisions don't change DNA. Timeline where Thomas married Sophie has same DNA as timeline where he stayed single. Different choices, same genome. Consciousness displaced but body remains timeline appropriate. DNA test proves biological continuity. Memory proves consciousness discontinuity. Body belongs here. Mind belongs elsewhere. Irreconcilable paradox. Sleep serves as transition point. All 3 woke up displaced. David, Rebecca, Thomas. Sleep state allowed consciousness drift. Physical body remained timeline appropriate. Aging, scars, muscle memory match current timeline. Conscious memory matches different timeline. Dual existence. Body here, mind there. Everyone else's memories consistent. Sophie remembers marriage. Jessica remembers being David's wife. Children remember their parents. Only displaced consciousness has contradictory memory. Creates isolation. Can't convince others. Physical evidence overwhelmingly supports current timeline. Only internal experience supports original timeline. DNA strongest proof. Biological relationships undeniable. Documents second tier. Marriage certificates, birth certificates, signatures. Photos third tier. Visual proof of experiences. Memories weakest proof. Purely subjective, unprovable. Science trusts DNA over memory, but displaced individuals trust memory over DNA. Hierarchy clear. Evidence beats experience. Always. Displacement severity varies. David experienced subtle shift. Same family structure, minor differences. Rebecca complete family replacement. Role change, decade displacement. Thomas maximum displacement. 7-year gap, career change, multiple life aspects shifted. Pattern suggests displacement severity differs. Some consciousness shifts slightly, others dramatically. Mechanism same. Degree different. Most people adapt unconsciously. Wake up slightly different timeline. Inconsistencies minor. Mind rationalizes. Must have misremembered. Only significant displacements noticed consciously. Below certain threshold, people adapt without awareness. Above threshold, impossible to ignore. During deep sleep, consciousness exists in superposition. Quantum state spanning multiple timelines simultaneously. Normally collapses back to origin timeline upon waking. Observer effect re-anchors, but sometimes collapse happens to wrong timeline. Consciousness re-anchors to parallel version. Same person, different choices made years ago. Wake up in that timeline's current state. Body never displaced. Body always existed in current timeline. Lived every day continuously. Consciousness that inhabited it previously shifted elsewhere. Replacement consciousness from parallel timeline now inhabits body. Body shows current timeline's history. Scars, aging, muscle memory. Consciousness shows different timelines' history. Memories, preferences, relationships. Exchange likely bidirectional. Thomas's consciousness displaced from 2014 timeline to 2021 timeline. Original 2021, Thomas consciousness displaced somewhere, possibly to 2014 timeline Thomas came from. Two consciousness states exchanged places. Both now living wrong lives, both confused, both unable to prove original timeline existed. Once consciousness re-anchors, very stable. Displacement happens at wake moment. After that, locked in. David still in Jessica timeline years later. Rebecca still with stranger family. Thomas still 7 years displaced. No redisplacement observed. Consciousness stuck in wrong timeline permanently. Must adapt or suffer. Society trusts documents over testimony. DNA over claims. Photos over recollection. Displaced individuals can't prove original timeline. Evidence doesn't exist in current timeline. DNA says family. Documents say marriage. Photos say history. Memory alone insufficient. Isolated in knowing. Unable to convince. Forced to accept wrong life as real life. What defines you? Memory or biology? If DNA says your father but you don't remember children, are you their father? If body lived life but mind didn't experience it, whose life is it? Thomas's body earned career. Thomas's consciousness didn't. Who deserves the success? Family defined by biology or connection. DNA says Rebecca's children. Heart says strangers. Can you love people you don't remember choosing? Children need mother. Body capable of mothering. Mind resists. Ethical crisis. Reality is democratic. Majority memory wins. One person remembers differently, they're wrong. 1,000 people remember consistently, that's reality. Displaced individuals outvoted by timeline. Their truth becomes false memory. Their reality becomes delusion. If consciousness can displace to timeline with different choices, did you make those choices? Thomas never chose marriage. But timeline. Thomas did. Is he responsible for decisions timeline version made? Are we accountable for parallel selves' choices? Questions without answers. Philosophy meeting quantum mechanics. Identity crisis absolute. You go to sleep tonight. Consciousness drifts. Quantum superposition across timelines. Every version of you existing simultaneously. Every choice ever faced. Every decision branched reality. Infinite yous. Infinite lives. Tomorrow you wake. Consciousness collapses. Usually back to your timeline. Usually, but sometimes wrong timeline. Slightly different. Wife's eye color shifted. Child's age off by year. Job title changed. You rationalize. Misremembered. Confused. Tired. Most shifts too subtle to notice consciously. Adapt automatically. Unconscious mind compensates. Only dramatic shifts noticed. Only severe displacements undeniable. David noticed because shift large enough. Rebecca noticed because replacement complete. Thomas noticed because gap 7 years. Smaller shifts? Happening constantly. Every night potential displacement. Every morning potential wrong timeline. You might have shifted dozens of times. Never noticed. Mind adapted. Memories adjusted. Reality consensus overwhelmed individual recollection. You trusted external proof over internal knowing. Right now, this moment, are you in your original timeline? Or displaced version living someone else's choices? That memory of childhood slightly wrong? That relationship feeling off? That career you don't remember choosing? Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're living timeline version's life. Original you displaced elsewhere. Confused, struggling, trying to convince people of timeline that doesn't exist here. Everyone around you remembers consistently. Only you sense wrongness. Are you displaced or paranoia? How would you know? DNA matches, document support, photos prove, memory alone doubts. But memory is you. Everything else is proof. What wins, evidence or experience? Tonight you sleep. Tomorrow you wake. Probably same timeline. Probably, but maybe not. Maybe you wake. Wrong family, right DNA, wrong life, right proof. And nobody believes you. Because you're the only one who remembers. The only one displaced. The only one who knows. This isn't your life. These aren't your choices. This isn't your timeline. But it's the only one you have now. Learn to love wrong family. Or suffer forever. Either way, you're here. They're yours biologically. Memory doesn't matter. DNA wins. Reality consensus wins. You're outvoted. Welcome home. Wrong home, only home you have. Forever.